I'd like to welcome anybody that will be showing up today. First and foremost, I want to say to everybody and over in the South and Corpus Christi. Be careful, you guys. Uh, stay inside your homes. Stay away from your windows. Uh, Hurricane Harvey is heading for y'all, so just stay safe. Uh, Today we will be talking about conspiracy theories. Uh, Anybody out there wants to talk about them or they have one, we can discuss it. Uh, we can try to prove it. There's a couple out there that a little far-fetched, and sometimes they can be proven, sometimes they can't. But today we're just going to go ahead and just talk about them, and we'll just go from there. Today I'm not going to be on that long. I'm only going to be on for about an hour, maybe an hour, 10 minutes. Uh, I got a couple of things I got to do. So let's see if we can get anybody else to come in here. Seeing the time being, maybe we can play a little music. Let's see, music. Let's use the VOC. In the meantime, while you listen to Atomic Dog jam out, let me see if I can find anybody who wants to go ahead and join in on this. All right. I think everybody's busy. think everyone's busy, so let's just go ahead and just start off with one conspiracy theory. uh, let's start off with uh, the most common one, which is aliens. Uh, when it comes to aliens, everybody always has their own opinion on them, and I mean, you really can't have a full explanation for it. Like per se, if ever there's a video or there's pictures to see, they tend to be too blurry, out of focus. Videos are too shaky. I mean, so much photoshopping today, and people doctoring videos and making all these fake videos. How are we supposed to really, you know, take aliens seriously now? Uh, what I don't understand is, I understand people want to make videos and let them go viral and whatnot, but I mean, Jesus, give the world a break. Quit doing that. How are we supposed to take everybody's videos seriously if you keep making fake videos? I mean, it's just a thought. Um, it would be nice if, if there was, if we actually did meet was ever abducted, if they could describe their experiences. That personally, I think that would be a very, very, very good conversation right there. I don't discredit anybody. I don't discredit anybody. Uh, I like to think, and I like to question things, but still doesn't mean that I'm gonna go ahead and make fun of your story, or put you down for it. Let me see if I can find one of my friends. See if he's not too busy. He's got tons of conspiracy theories. Let's see what other conspiracy theories are out there. 9/11. Supposedly, Bush was in on the Twin Towers attacks. Let's see what else. Fluoride in the water. AIDS. Trails. The CIA uh, is basically seizing back the drugs that they take from drug dealers here in the state and back in the streets again. Let's see what other ones. Black Hoppers, assassination JFK, the moon, cattle mutilations. I mean, you can take your pick. And I mean, if conspiracy theories was a group of people, and you take a rock, doesn't matter where it hits, it's going to hit somebody. You're going to find a conspiracy theory. Let's see, what else can we? Let's see. Polio vaccines. Oh, this is my favorite one. It's not even in this book. My favorite conspiracy theory is the one for Nikola Tesla. The man tried to make electricity free for the world, and Edison tried to discredit him and try to say that alternating current was dangerous, and it's not. It's like just it's not lethal. Aside from that, Nikola Tesla was man, ahead of his time. He people discredit him because everything that he designed and everything he designed and every invention that he had and how it worked always came to him from visions and dreams. But he was also the first person to send out frequencies out into space, and somebody actually answered. The man invented Wi-Fi, cell phones, radio. What else? I'm trying to remember what else. Trying to think, what else did he do? Slipped my mind there. But wireless lighting, that's what it was. He wanted to make a light bulb where it can literally just sit there and it can light up without even being connected to anything. Steam generator. Oh man, what was the name of that banker that didn't want to fund his money anymore? J.P. Morgan. Thanks to J.P. Morgan and taking away all the funding that he was funding Nikola Tesla with. It's very unfortunate that we have to pay for internet. We have to pay for the Wi-Fi. We have to pay for cell phones, phones. Uh, we have to pay for the electric cars now. Now that this Tesla company coming out, we have to buy an electric car now. Uh, Shortwave radios. I mean, if it wasn't for money hungry corporations and people like that, then a lot of this stuff would be free, including the electricity. I mean, I pay like like about almost 105, maybe $110 in electricity. I could just easily turn this off and just stay right here and just being lit up just by the laptop itself. And just take off my glasses and you won't even see the glare. But I mean, in a time, we end up paying for electricity almost like what? Let's see. I pay $100 $100 in electricity a month. All right. So we put 100. You multiply that times 12. We get $1,200. All right, in a year. Because it's obvious. And then let's say you move out at 20. All right. So from 20 years old to, let's say, we end up dying at 70. It's 50 years. That's whatever. 50 years of electricity you have to pay. That's $60,000. $60,000 that you could have popped yourself. You could have saved money right there. So 60 grand. But no. Edison tries to discredit Nikola Tesla because he wanted to look like he was a man that discovered electricity. And he may have, in a certain way, discovered electricity, but Tesla made it better. It's just crazy. Like even now, I think the microwave is even based on one of the designs also. You would have put a fluorescent light bulb in a microwave, and let's say you just put it in for like 2 seconds, real quick, because it contains metal. The fluorescent light bulb would light up. I think I've had a friend tell me that even if you put a fluorescent light bulb, not even connected to it, anything, if you put it up close to a microwave while it's on, you can just barely see that it's trying to light up. Like me personally, I would not mind building a Tesla coil in the back, of my house. I can build one. I don't have to worry about electricity. The Tesla coil would do it all on its own, because Tesla said it himself. The ground is filled with electricity. It's filled with electricity, and we can harness that. That's how he was to get the light bulbs when he was making his experiments in Colorado, and just get these light bulbs and just put them in the ground, and the light bulbs would light up. It's my daughter's. Um, I mean, it's here. There's many ways that you can do a lot of things and not pay for stuff. Uh, Electricity is one of them, obviously, but you would have to pay for your solar panels, or you can make them yourself. There's uh, there's computer stores everywhere. You can just go and say you want to buy a solar panel. Uh, there's directions on the internet on how to putting them together. Uh, you put anywhere between 30 to 50 solar panels on top of the roof of your house, or maybe on the side, somewhere on the floor, somewhere not on the floor, but on the ground, but elevated. Uh, I mean, that's electricity right there. You don't even have to pay for the electricity, excuse me, that the city charges you. You start saving money right there. Uh, Water, I guess you could just recycle your own water. I wouldn't know how to do that, but the movie Waterworld, they showed you how to do that. Uh, Grow your own food. Uh, just like the natives back then, you only kill what you need to eat. So if you're a rancher, then you just kill only what you need to eat. There's no need to kill, like 10 cows. I mean, just kill one cow and, eat only what you can. Try to save the rest. If you can't save it all, then, sell it. Sell it to, your neighbors, your friends, and whatnot. And you're good. There's this old school gentleman at my job, black guy, and I always call the older black dudes old school. And Gerald always talks about how back when he was a kid, and he was living out there over in Georgia, uh, how uh, in his old neighborhood, uh, would kill a cow or they would kill a bull, and that family only uh, needed a leg. Okay, well, the rest of the bull, they would put it on this cart, and then they take it out to the rest of the neighborhood and say, hey, anybody wants to buy some meat, some beef, and the guy that was selling the bull, you know, he would say, yeah, I'll give you for $5. I'll give you 20 of meat. Because what $5 back then in the 40s, in the 50s, what is that, like $100 now? So round up $5, and then man would just start slice it off, and give you about 20-30 pounds of beef, maybe some T-bones. I don't know. You can grow your own vegetables too, grow your own fruits. It just really does depend uh, how you want to live. Do you want to live in fear, or do you want to educate yourself? If you want to live in fear, then believe all the conspiracy theories. Some of them you can't believe, some of them you can't. Uh, some of them are too far fetched. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to educate yourself, then read. Get off of social media. Get off of Facebook. Get off of Twitter. Get off of YouTube, and stop on all these nonsense videos with all these challenges that people be doing. These ice bucket challenges, these jalapeno challenges, and this they are irrelevant to what it has anything to do with you. Stop following other people. Be you. Be your own independent self. Just because your neighbor, your next door neighbor is out there mowing the lawn naked doesn't mean that you got to do it too. It's like our parents always said, if all your friends jump off the bridge, are you going to do that too? No. Be your own individual. Be, you know, be your own self. I mean, why does everybody always want to follow the crowd? I don't understand that. People always want to go with the crowd. And I mean, you can be a person that loves all kinds of people, but you see a crowd, you don't even know what the crowd's for, and you'll just join in because you want to fit in with that crowd. Next thing you know, you're joining in a neo-Nazi group, and then what happens? You get associated with them. If uh, jump off a bridge and kill yourself, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Be your own self. Learn how to do things on your own. Uh, some of these conspiracies, they do keep you in fear, so you can be a follower. You're easier to control if you follow people. It's harder to control you if you are your own person, if you have your own individuality. I tell my girls every day, don't follow everybody. Be your own self. If you see that group over there, they go to a building to jump on trampolines and have fun. And even if they tell you, "Oh, you suck, you sorry because you don't want to join us," so what? If you don't feel like jumping on trampolines, why are you bother of even going? I tell my girls every single day, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Always remember that. If you see something that's wrong, you stand up for yourself and plant yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, what to read, what to listen. You don't even have to listen to me. I'm just giving you friendly advice, on how to be your own individual person. Uh, what's funny is that for me, uh, Captain America was always my favorite hero. Always, ever since I was a little kid. And I remember I was young, and my mom she got mad at me because I traded this gold ring that they had given me for a Hot Wheels car that had the Captain America shield on the hood, and it was just too funny to me because to me it was just a ring. To her, it wasn't a ring. It was a piece of jewelry. But I remember uh, the show. I remember the old movie, the cartoons, and then when they finally made the movie in 1990, I mean, Captain America stood up for what he was supposed to. And then when the comic Civil War came out, hi sweetie, and when the comic Civil War came out, uh, it made me have even more respect for Captain America. And you know, in this rare time, and I tend to cry in books, especially comics. Uh, Spider-Man wasn't even sure how he felt anymore after Goliath's death in the Civil War comic. You know, and Captain America, why go against the Superhuman Registration Act? And Captain America said because it was unconstitutional. You're giving up your rights. Superhumans are human. They are citizens also. Uh, and then I remember, uh, and then when Civil War the movie came out, uh, Agent 13, she was over here reading the eulogy for her Aunt Peggy, saying compromise where you can't, don't, uh, plant yourself, be like a tree, and you don't move. You tell everybody else to move. Well, I honestly, it was nice that they put that in there, but I think they should have the whole entire speech that Captain America gave to Spider-Man. Uh, that speech is what basically made Spider-Man decide to go from Iron Man's side and go with the Superhuman Registration Act and go with Captain America and revolt against it. Captain America told him, it doesn't matter what the press says, doesn't matter what the politicians or the mob say, it doesn't matter if the whole country decides if something wrong is something right. This nation was founded on one principle above all else, the requirement that we stand up for what we believe, no matter the odds or the consequences. When the mob and the press and the whole world tells you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. When it comes to standing up for yourself, you do that. You guys might think that that has nothing to do with a conspiracy, but you know what? George Orwell said, in a revolutionary time, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. I'm sorry, I misquoted. Uh, in a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act by George Orwell. Sorry, I had to correct myself. Um, we're constantly lied to every day. It's your job if you want to eat it all up or if you want to educate yourself. I stopped believing in the Bible a long time ago, but sometimes some of those scriptures do, they do help me remind me of things, thanks to my grandmother, because she was like a good Christian woman. But the Bible does say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. My people are Americans, Mexicans, Texans, anybody that is my friend, that is by my side, those are my people. Learn to stand up for yourself. They throw all these things at us. They always want us to uh, be mindless puppets. They throw so many shows out there because they want to distract you from the real world. I mean, uh, like these Kardashians, they are not that important for people to be idolizing them. I mean, seriously, I see little girls, preteens, teeny boppers, and teenage girls idolizing the Kardashians. I mean, is that what kind of role models you want? A porn star, that a slut, Kim Kardashian, she was just a slut. That's all she was. She was with Ray J, had sex, made a video. She didn't care. He sold it. She still didn't care. As long as she became famous. It's the only thing that she cared about. And then, I mean, I don't give a damn what anybody says. That body, it's all implants. I mean, her and all her damn sisters. I mean, and then you see Chloe with Lamar, and then they moved to Dallas, and then they moved back, and then they separate, and then she's with another guy, and then she dumps him, then she's with another guy, and those people are not that important. Don't get distracted by them. If they were so goddamn important, then they would be part of your life, but they're not. They are nobodies. They are your distraction. They are your veils, so you don't see the truth. The truth is, the very country the very government that is supposed to be on our side always looks for ways to bring us down, to be slaves. We're not slaves. We are free people. We can choose to either them or submit to them. your choice. You want to submit, please, for the crumbs that they're gonna feed you. If you want to fight, yes, people will lose their lives. If we actually had actual militias, rising up, fighting. Yeah, everybody's afraid of losing their lives, but you know what? In any war, somebody has to die. Not everybody can go home. The choice is really yours. You want to be a sheep? Keep living your life the way it is. And eventually you'll go to the slaughterhouse. If you want to be an individual that thinks for themselves, that uh, is their own person, then you will be dangerous because you think, you read, you write, you have opinions. Nobody can shut you up. Be a revolutionary. Don't be a slave. So I've been thinking that I'm gonna be on uh, at least 5 times a week. Uh, every Tuesday, I'm gonna read a chapter from my book. This Tuesday that's coming, I will be reading chapter 2. Uh, every Wednesday, we'll be talking about ghosts and supernatural stuff. Thursdays will be conspiracies and conspiracy theories. Uh, Friday, uh, it'll be a wild card. We're just gonna go ahead and just uh, we'll just go ahead and put questions. Ask me anything. If I have the knowledge for it, I can answer it. If I don't, I will die trying to answer your questions. There's a lot that I know. I am a little intelligent. I don't want to say I'm incredibly intelligent. Because I like to stay humble. I know a lot of things. Some things I don't know, but we can learn together. So that's Friday. Uh, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Uh, I've already installed my virtual DJ, uh, my virtual DJ on my laptop. So that means that we can go ahead and play some music. So for about 2 hours, I will be DJing, and we'll see if I have anybody has a request, then I will go ahead and take those requests, and I will go ahead and play that music for you. So said I was gonna be on here for an hour, so I'm not gonna make the hour. I'm gonna go ahead and what is this? All these invites, but it's, I can't go since I'm live here. Anyway, um, but no, Saturday I'll DJ for about 2 hours. I have no turntables, so please don't ask to see my turntables. A virtual DJ is on the laptop. It can mix. It will mix. Done it before, so there is no problem there. So every time I finish a broadcast, I'm gonna finish it off with the song. And since we were talking about conspiracies and individuality, we'll play Planet Patrol. Play. Excuse me, y'all.
Use the microwave?
Yeah.